Hey Virgo, welcome to Get Life 333 Tarot. My name is Jackie. Thanks so much for joining me. This is going to be a spread for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 1st to the 15th, if you guys can believe it, right? It's going so fast. All right, so we're going to do a Celtic cross spread today, and while I pull the cards, I just want to address two questions I did get a lot of this month. One is my, where is my accent from? I'm from New York. I was born in Queens, New York. And second was, how can we identify in our chart, if it's at all possible, sun and moon, which would be more prevalent for us to pay attention to? Is there any way of indicating that? There is. You just have to pay attention to the time you were born. So if you were born between sunset and sunrise, you probably resonate greater with your moon sign. And then conversely, if you were born between sunrise and sunset, you probably resonate greater with your sun sign. It's a very simplistic approach. If you guys would want me to do a video with the tarot approach to the different influences of the planet, I can do that. And we got pentacle stuff happening here, Virgo. Okie dokie. So let's get right into it. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Celtic cross spread, don't worry about it. I'm just going to explain the positions as I go along. And I like this because it answers questions and it also gives us a good picture of the landscape of what we've been dealing with. All right, so position number one, this is going to be the situation that's going on. And this is a general reading. If this was a personal reading, this would be the answer to your question. But because it's general, and guys, again, take what resonates, throw out the rest. I can't possibly, get it on point for everyone in every area, as we have a lot to talk about here. But you have death reverse in the situation that's opening up the reading. So here, I'm getting that you're feeling very anxious and stressed right now, unable to fully comprehend what's happening rather than accepting why. It's like you don't want to accept that there is no way back right now from something. If it's a relationship, it can't be mended. If it's, a colleague or a boss, they're not going to change their mind. This does indicate swift change, though, guys, because it's death, bringing new beginnings. That is actually a really positive card. Because we need to change, we need to grow, we need to go through these periods of time where we need to let go of things that no longer serve us. So this does indicate a time of rebirth and growth, and many of you are just struggling with this right now because it's reversed. That's what I'm feeling. And then we have the energy that's complimenting you or bothering you, and that would be the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like, complimenting is that money for previous efforts or decisions you've made will be blessing you right now. You might even be getting an opportunity to gain some sort of new skills that will ultimately end up allowing you to be more profitable in the long run. Maybe some sort of training program or some sort of class, something like that. You might be thinking about a new career direction, in fact, but regardless, your ability to be logical and diligent and hardworking, as you guys are, Virgo, come on, you guys really are, it's definitely going to be serving you right now. Yeah, so now we look at this combination of the death with the Eight of Pentacles, and what kind of situation is this going to create right now in your life, this combination? And it would be the King of Swords energy, which this influence indicates that you're in a space where you really need to expect the unexpected. So this transition with this Death in Reverse card in combination with whatever's going on with work is going to be putting you into this space where you're just not really sure of what's going to happen next. Nobody really does, right, if we're honest. But you're going to be feeling it. It's going to be on your mind a lot, right, because it's swords. It's going to be like a point of concern. You have this unpredictable, and I'm even going to say tempestuous period ahead of you right here that's going to prevent you from moving forward in the way that you really want to right now. It's going to be like a bit of a roller coaster, like a high and low kind of drama thing. Yeah. As I'm getting, sudden truths might come to light. Underlying conflicts are going to be exposed here for sure. Depending on your situation, this can be stressful or it can be illuminating, but this does indicate tension. And while you may not ultimately be responsible for whatever this actual situation is, it's impacting you. And you just need to understand a way forward for yourself. You know, when this energy shows up as a person, this is someone, it can be you, but this person is really intelligent and just ready to fight for their beliefs. You know, in a relationship, this person can cause a lot of drama, but take no responsibility for mending any fences that might be broken as a result. You know, kind of like, I know this sounds a little dramatic, kind of like a bowl in a china shop. Like they go in and they make this mess with no level of accountability, and then they leave, and just to go on to their next obsession of the moment. Yeah. I mean, but this might be you, Virgo. This might be you, you know, feeling the need to defend yourself in some area of your life. You know, and I just feel like, just between the Death reverse and this Pentacle card, I'm feeling like every area of your life right now is going through change. Every area. I mean, like the prominent areas, that would be career, your intimate life, and it could even be the relationship you have with yourself. There could be concerns about health for you or a loved one right here. And this is creating this energy where there's some sort of conflict as these situations resolve themselves. So it's almost like a growing pain, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, that's absolutely what I'm getting there. And then we have, this is the foundation of the message that the reading wants you to know, you know, that Spirit wants you to know. And this is the King of Cups, and this suggests a need to settle conflict, Virgo. Yeah, so this will make sense here. Either within yourself or between you and someone else, or maybe a few other people. It depends on your situation. Usually in a work or family environment, I'm getting, but it can be in a relationship as well. You're just not sure right now whether to use your logic, which you guys are savage at doing, right? Or should you rely more on your intuition at this point? And this energy suggests that you follow your intuition right now. But, you know, be mindful of exercising charm and tact and empathy if you can right now. Because when others feel like you're really engaged and you care, they're going to be more prone to dropping their defenses so that better communication can happen. The only reason I'm saying this is because, you know, I had mentioned in another one of my readings previous, like last month, that sometimes people are afraid of Virgo, the one where it was the no contact one. Sometimes people are afraid of Virgos. It's not that Virgos are scary. You guys are wonderful. But the thing is, you have a way of stripping things down to the bare bones with your logic in a really quick way. And not that it scares people, but it puts them in this space of feeling often like they need to defend themselves. And a lot of times they probably should be defending themselves. But what I'm telling you with this is what I'm getting. If you handle the approach a little more gingerly to resolve whatever conflict this is, with tact and empathy and care, you're going to get a lot more out of the situation. It'll end up being a lot more positive for you. So I hope that makes sense. And then we have the fifth position, which represents your past, the Six of Swords in reverse. So you're coming from a space here where you felt the need to escape from something, someone, or some situation, but your plans were delayed. And this indicates that the delay was because this energy needs for you to address and resolve some lingering issue, some lingering problem, something that's just hasn't been cleaned up yet or hadn't been cleaned up yet. And really was asking you at this point to check your intentions, were your intentions sound? Were you looking in the right direction for the result that you were looking for? Were you maybe fixating on a particular outcome which may have prevented you from seeing, other possibilities that could have been offered to you? Were your plans realistic? This is where you're coming from. You were frustrated by a lack of progress for sure, but, I'm getting here just because of your near future card that you understood that regardless of all of that, you needed to stay focused and grounded, right? Because then you're going into this Four of Pentacles energy, which is your near future, which is you showing the need for stability and a firm foundation right now, which all of this makes perfect sense. Sure. If you suffered some sort of past hardship having to do with all of this in money or even in health, right? Because Pentacles is also health. The toughest part is over. That's what this is saying in your near future. Some hard work or dedication is paying off here. This doesn't indicate a huge windfall. That would be more like a Ten of Pentacles thing. But one to make you feel really satisfied right now. And in your work, you're going to be attaining a position somehow, for sure, that's going to put you in a place of feeling just more secure. Because I'm getting that really matters to you guys in particular right now. I'm getting this very strongly more than in any of my other readings. Yeah. And look, I have to call this what it is. Those of you who know tarot, you know that this is the Miser card. So you might be feeling a little miserly with your money, but I don't know, just because of this, the rest of the spread here, I don't know, this makes sense to me. It makes sense to me, This has been an area of stress in your life, so you're just trying to not redo any mistakes that you might have made having to do with money or health. Guys, whatever I'm saying about money, it could go with health as well. So, everything that I'm saying here about the Four of Pentacles, if you were struggling through some sort of illness or lack of health in some arena, the hard part is over and you're really focused on getting yourself healthy again. So for whoever that resonates with, okay? And then we're moving forward here. The Ace of Wands in the 7th position, this represents you. So this is you being auspicious in every area of your life right now. It's good. Good. Yeah. And guys, the thing with the Ace of Wands, even though it's a minor arcana, it blesses any of the potential negative energies around it. And we do have a little bit of negative energy coming up as an external influence. So I love that this is here. This is so great. This is so great. But this suggests new beginnings, especially in work. So you could be getting just incredible ideas right now, just like in your sleep. Just driving your car, things are going to hit you from out of nowhere. And if you're able to implement these ideas, you're going to have fantastic results. And I'm getting like, this must be a concept at work, but it could also be a new way of approaching a relationship, a new way of approaching a friendship, a new solution to an issue that's been plaguing you or plaguing a relationship or something within your family. So this is just indicating something hitting you that's really positive. And you're just going to be feeling this very burning purpose right now. But this card, the element of this card is fire, so that makes sense, right? He's feeling really driven right now and focused. That Virgo focus, right? It's awesome on making something happen, and then we have the Page of Swords reverse as the external influence. Okay, so this suggests that you may be dealing with somebody who's manipulative. and a bit cunning right now. So be very careful right now of what you hear. It may or may not be reliable. Be very discerning about what you hear about others too, because what's being said can be straight up unjust, even slanderous, from someone who could care less about being slanderous, Just ignore this person's need for constant attention right now and don't feed the fire. This is like, to me, when I see this in reverse, this is my observe, don't engage card. Just something to be mindful of. But because it's preceded by you with the Ace of Wands energy, I'm not worried about it, but it is something that you are going to be dealing with. So just a heads up, to be forewarned is to be forearmed, right? And then we have in a hope, your ninth position, which is hopes and fears. It's the Ace of Cups. So guys, this indicates your deep desire to grow in every way. You guys are just really feeling this change coming, this Pluto in South Node, this need to dig out the old shit that Pluto wants us to just get rid of and hold on to the beautiful stuff. And Virgo, I feel like some of you are needing to be reminded of the beautiful stuff right now. I feel like you've gone through a stressful time period. So you're going to be in a space where you're feeling really hopeful while you decipher, what do I get rid of and what do I keep, kind of thing, But I love this because you're nurturing a new approach to your career, and this just indicates you're feeling ready to fall in love, feeling just so much passion here with a significant new partnership. Or for those of you who are in partnerships already, you're just going to be feeling this need to feel even closer to your partner. Yeah. This also says that you want to be a better partner and or parent as well, because I'm getting that as well. And in a way, it's like, I feel like some of you are feeling like you have not made your family, maybe your children, your partner, the priority that they should be. Like maybe you've just been really, really concerned and consumed over work and finances right now, and you're feeling the tickle of maybe not doing the best job of balancing your life, and you recognize this, and you're just feeling really hopeful in your ability to adjust this to a healthier space, which is great, because you know that for your ultimate happiness, you really want that balance. You guys are the Hermit card. The Hermit card is not here, but you guys are this very deeply reflective sign, just this deeply reflective energy. And I just love this as it being your hope, because it's your hope in knowing that you're aware first, and then you're hoping to make that adjustment, which it's completely in your control to do that. And I just love that, because you have the outcome as the Empress. This is great ending to this spread, Virgo, because this is you or your partner being trustworthy, constant, in control of your emotions, or them being in control of their emotions. Could be flip-flop, just comfortable in your own skin. This is you conforming to a new approach, setting up new traditions for your life, a new way of living, a new normal, balance, security, with newly adopted values. I feel like if for those of you who feel like your values might be a little outdated, you're going to be updating them to a space of feeling right in this new life that you're stepping into right now. There's definitely going to be like a return to order, if that makes sense, that you're going to be feeling in your life overall. This is a card of trust and loyalty. And if this isn't you and you're dealing with somebody else, if you're not vibing with this as being you, you're dealing with a very solid person right now. They might be stuck in their ways. You can be, feel a little stifled here or there. But at the end of the day, they are fair. They are very fair. Yes. So this energy recommends, Virgo, live in the present. don't worry too much about the future right now. Use your resources, your wisdom, your determination, your skills, maybe the skill set of others, talk to people to figure out how to best enter this next phase of your life. So that could mean increase your communication with a significant other. If you're interested in someone, go for it. If you're in a relationship and you want to deepen your connection, talk about that. If you want to feel closer to your children, talk to them about that. If you want to increase this position that you have at work or change your career direction or whatever, really engage with that process. Speak to whoever you need to speak to. Do whatever research you need to do. The energy is supporting promise at the other side of this. So, yeah, that was a lot, but it was all good. All good. I do get a very heavy vibe, very heavy pentacle / health vibe from this, but it's all really ending very positively. Yeah, I like it. All right, Virgo, that is what I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.